Most people think that emergency water storage is simple. You buy a few cases of water, put them in the garage. Problem solved. Except that's not how water shortages actually become problems. Because the biggest mistake people make isn't storing too little water, it's storing water they can't actually use when they actually need it. And over the years, I found that most water problems aren't quantity problems. They're usability problems. Can you reach the water? Can you move it? Can you use it? And can you replace it when it actually runs out? Those questions matter a lot more than people realize. When people talk about emergency preparedness, water is usually one of the first things discussed, and for a good reason. You can go weeks without food. You can't go very long without water. Some people do what seems logical. They buy bottled water, fill a few containers, even bigger containers, and stack a few cases in the garage or the basement. And honestly, that's much better than doing nothing. But most people are thinking about water storage the wrong way. They're focused on quantity when they should be focused on usability. Now, a common recommendation is about 1 gallon of water per person or pet per day. That's a useful starting point, but here's the problem. Most people know the number. The problem is they stop planning once they've actually reached that. Because water storage isn't just about how much water you have, it's about whether you can actually use it when you need it. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and discovering the water isn't working. Not because of some major disaster, but maybe a broken water main, a storm, a utility problem, something that lasts a day or two. How quickly could you access the water you've already stored? That's why the first lesson I teach people about water storage is about accessibility. Water you can't easily reach isn't helping you at all. If all of your water is stored in one location, you create a single point of failure. One shelf, one corner of the garage, one storage room, or even one plant. A better approach is to actually spread your storage around. Keep some in the house, some in the garage, maybe even some in the vehicle. Not because you expect a disaster, because redundancy makes problems easier to solve. The second lesson is distribution and maintenance. A lot of people assume bottled water is going to last forever, and the water is usually fine, but the container is often the weak point. Heat, sunlight, physical damage, and just overall time can all affect the packaging. That's why it's important to periodically check what you've already stored. I've said this before, options create resilience, and resilience is what preparedness is really about. Not stockpiling, not fear, not collecting gear. It's about reducing problems before they actually become emergencies. One thing I want you to notice is that water isn't just something you drink. It's used for cooking, cleaning, basic hygiene, taking medications, washing minor wounds, and well, yeah, coffee. The reality is most people think about drinking water. They rarely think about the other stuff or the other ways that you can actually use water every single day. And the moment running water disappears, those needs show up really quickly. And that's a topic for another day, but it's one more reason usability matters more than most people realize. So here's a simple exercise. Take 5 minutes this week. Look at your water storage, then ask yourself 4 questions. Can I reach it? Can I move it? Can I use it? And can I replace it? And if you do nothing else after this video, make sure that every adult in your household knows where the water is stored. That sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how often preparedness exists only in one person's head. Because the question isn't how much water do I have, but the better question is how long can I actually function with the water that I actually have? These are 2 very different questions. And keep in mind, one of them is a much better measure of preparedness. So while most people don't actually run out of water because they fail to store it, they run out because they never thought about how they'd actually use it. And that's a very different problem. Prepared doesn't mean paranoid. It actually means solving problems before you need the solution.